I'm going to share this link too with my Discord people.
Okay. Hey, everyone. I hope everyone's doing great tonight. Hey, White Rabbit, PJ's Wish. I know Kimmy was in here earlier. I want to give her a shout out. Hey, White Rabbit, PJ. Sorry about that. I always have the YouTubes going, right?
I had mine up. That was probably my fault. I just had to get
No,
the
that
link.
was me. That was
Oh,
me.
okay.
Um, Yeah, so hello everybody. Checking Convictions, I'm sure she'll be here. Dye Designs, thank you so much for being here. So I do have a special guest today, and she goes by Pindar on YouTube, and I see her all over these YouTube streets, and I just want to know what brings her to YouTube. What's her story, right? I'm nosy like that, but she's grateful to come over to my channel and share her story with us. So y'all be nice.
Hi, everybody. Um, well, actually, I think I'll have to look, but I think my YouTube channel started in 2008, and I just was like, everybody has YouTube channels, so I get one too. That's my parrot. I'm sorry. He's
Oh,
gonna
it's
say a
probably
lot.
right.
Um, and so yeah, I didn't hardly do anything with it, and then my husband and I had done some music together. He's a musician for years, and we started a band. And then I sat in with his band for years gone by. And so I just put some of those videos up. And my son was done some music, so I put some of his videos up. And then, hey, Kimmy. Um, then I did get into the Patriot movement a little bit. And I
Right.
went to a rally in DC, and I met a whole bunch of patriots there. Actually, Betty wasn't there. Betty Washam, she wasn't there, but she knew a lot of the people that I came to meet. And one of the people that I met was Jamie Wilson, and he's he's a really really great guy. This is the same Jamie Wilson that uh, Chris McDonough kind of accused of maybe
Oh,
being
wow.
involved in the
Right.
Summer Wells case. And people showed up at Jamie's door with pitchforks. Well, not, like literally, but they were wanting to attack him. And he said something about it on his Facebook page. And that's how this all started with me. Is then I was like, going over to YouTube, see what the heck's going on, who the heck is Summer Wells. And then I was just like, I got into all of the creators, like everybody. I don't want to mention any names, but like anybody that posted anything about Summer Wells. And it took so much weeding, like I was talking to White Rabbit a little bit about this. It took so much weeding to get through all of the garbage and all the
Absolutely.
drama. And, there's always going to be some drama because, like you were saying, the more people you get to watch you, the more
The more
trolls you're going
hate,
to get,
yeah, and the
stuff
more
like
hate.
that. So,
No
I
matter what
mean,
subject you're talking about, that's just a fact of YouTube. And you
yeah,
do have to have a tough skin in order to be on YouTube because you're going to get as much hate as you do love. And that's
yeah,
just the way it goes,
yeah.
no matter what.
So,
Sorry.
and then I think I'm a mod for Benny Keys, and I
Mhm.
found him, and I was like, whoa, this guy is whoa. And then I realized, I mean, a lot of people don't, but I realized what kind of a huge heart he has, and I kind of stuck with him. I kind of left everybody else in the weeds. There's some people that I like White Rabbit and you, and of course I love Kimmy. Wouldn't have met her if it wasn't
Absolutely.
for Benny Keys, and yeah, so here I am. My channel is I'm not true crime at all. As you can see, I just have like two things of summer up. I have one. It was her birthday. I shared the family um,
Right.
video, and then this last Wednesday, I was like sharing everybody that had a live stream. I'd go here and then I go there. Are they doing anything? No, we'll go back to there. And so I was just kept doing that and trying to show everybody. But I'm not true crime. I am not going to stay in true crime. My plan with my channel is to go into something that I know, which is air traffic and airplanes. And
Right. Wow.
I'm going to do some videos on plane crashes and what happened. And, you can't really improve on stuff like that. Let me just say this. When I first started with the FAA, the book, the instruction book, how to do stuff was like this big. And when I left, it was like this big. Because
Right.
anytime there's a plane crash, they got to have a meeting here and a meeting there. Secret Service is getting involved, and then the FBI is getting involved. We got to have the Air Force involved, and then they got to figure out how they can make this never happen again. But sometimes it's just going to happen,
Right.
Sometimes things happen, and people are going to crash. Don't laugh.
Yeah.
It's not funny.
Absolutely. That's so cute.
My parrot is such an asshole. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just going to go through. This is going to be so easy. I mean, anybody can do this, right? There's a periodical that comes up from the FAA and the NTSB. Really? And it talks about every plane crash or incident, aircraft crash or incident that's happened in the country. It tells you the tail number, everything as far as the investigation and what happened, who was involved. So I'm just going to pick one or two and pull out the information, maybe pictures if I can find pictures, maybe if I can find drone footage. And I'm just going to talk about, here's what happened to so-and-so. That's what I'm going to do.
Right. Yeah. There's lots of plane crashes that have got so much conspiracy around them.
Yes.
It isn't funny. Like, I mean, I remember back in the day when I was little hearing about all these ones that they suspected terrorists, other than the ones other than the big elephant in the room, which I'm not going to mention, right? Just like Lockerbie. Lockerbie's one that sticks out.
Oh, right. Yes, that was huge.
From a long time ago. It was huge when I was little. So, I mean, I was little, and for that to stick in my mind, that tells you how big it was on the news.
Yeah. And it was in newspapers. People actually read newspapers back then. So.
Right. Yeah, that's that I think that would be interesting.
Thanks. I hope so. Probably I'll probably lose subscribers. I mean, I have like 200 some, and I'll probably lose subscriber because they're like, this ain't Summer Wells, this ain't whatever, and I'm just like leave. But I'm okay because I'll find new ones. But
right. Well, like you were saying in Rabbit's chat, you build your channel slowly, and you know that the subscribers that you gain, if it's at a slower pace, are actually around because they want to hear what you have to say.
Yes.
And that's absolutely why I want to build my channel slowly, as opposed to like gaining thousands of subscribers overnight. I have no wish to be a big YouTuber, but I do believe that what I generally talk about is something that's never talked about. I mean, it's the stuff that nobody wants to talk about.
Right.
And I'm giving a voice to survivors, and I feel like that's a needed niche here on YouTube.
There's a few people I know that have been through that, and I mean, just horrific stories about DV. In fact, I told my husband, I'm like, Dazed wants me to come on and interview me about, DV, and I told him what that meant because, he doesn't know. And and he laughed. He goes, maybe she should interview me. I'm like, shut up. I'll smack you again. Go sit down.
That's funny. No, actually, I just wanted to get to know you. Like I said, I see you all over the YouTube streets. I see you in every chat, basically, that I'm in.
Not that we're calling you a YouTube hole, Pinder.
Well, no, because if you are, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, I do have some stories from when I was an air traffic controller, and if you'd like me to tell you a couple.
Oh yes, absolutely. The floor is yours, my friend.
Well, of course, there was 911, and after that, all of the airplanes were grounded for a while. Right. I think it happened. What was it? Tuesday. was 911. And then it was like the following the Thursday, nobody could fly. And that was just like, probably it'll be Thursday. They didn't say for sure, but probably Thursday people can fly again. Well, they didn't. And the FAA hadn't lifted it. But some guy who was on his ranch and had his own airplane decides he's going to take his son, who's, I don't know if he was like autistic or had like mental retardation or whatever, but he took his son out for a plane ride. And he pops up on the radar because, even if we're not talking to him, we could see him on the radar. He pops up and the F-16 scrambled. And they're like shooting flares at him. Because when they shoot flares, it's just like for show, right? But they scared the crap out of the guy and made him land at Waco Airport. That's where I was working at the time. And made him land, just about shit his pants. And they, of course, then the FBI is all involved and Secret Service shows up because, we're within 15 miles of the Bush Ranch.
And I hate to interrupt you. I'm going to have to decam because my food's coming. And you can continue with your stories. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
I thought it would be here before we got on live, and they decided to be slow today. So I'm going to run real quick downstairs.
That's cool.
Once I decam, you'll know I'm going to get food.
I'll talk to Beeb. She's got a lot to say. See?
But yeah, please continue. Please continue. I'm absolutely enthralled. You have my ear.
Okay. And I see Kimmy had a question. How many planes were landed in Canada? I did look that up, Kimmy, and it was like 200 and some. 200 and some planes landed in Canada. And one town in Canada like doubled in size because there was several planes landed and there was like, I don't know if it was 1,500 people, but there was only 1,500 people in this town. So it like doubled the size of this town. And this town had to like, house these people. There wasn't like a hotel in town and all that. They housed them and fed them and took care of them. And it was just a really wonderful story of humanity when things get shitty. Anyways, I hope she heard that because she did ask me the question a while ago. Anyway, so this guy takes off with his plane and they shoot not flames. I forget the word. I lost my train of thought. They make him land and they called his wife and she said, and they said, well, we're probably going to bring him home. And she said, don't bring him home. If that dumbass took out and bring my son home, but don't bring that asshole, you take him to jail. I'll think about whether I want to bail him out or not. And they're like, no, man, we've got to bring him home. That's where he lives. So that was that story. Oh, well, this is Timmy. I was invited to be on this panel because we're talking about certain things and she wanted to talk to me about my channel. So that's why I'm here. And she didn't share the link because not everybody's invited. Just I was invited. That's all I knew. Anyway, please be calm and either enjoy. Oh, he's in a cage. I'll probably bring him out in a little bit. After she comes back, I'll bring him out. He's very vocal. So there's another story too. Because the Bush Ranch was 15 miles away from us, he would visit. And it was Christmas time. George W. was at the ranch. And his neighbor, I guess, had worked it out with Secret Service that they could take off. His friend was going to dress up in a Santa suit. And they were going to take off in his helicopter and fly over to the mall where they were going to greet all the little kids for Christmas. And he could talk to Santa. So they did. And they took off. And Secret Service was like, yeah, that's cool. But nobody told the Air Force. And the Air Force is looking at everything. And they know there's a no-fly zone there. You can't fly. You can't fly. So he took off and the Air Force sent the F-16s after Santa Claus. And that was a whole shit show too. But it was kind of, I mean, it's funny now that, they shoot flares. But if if they had shot down Santa Claus, what do you think would have happened? And the Democrats would have had a freaking heyday with that one, let me tell you. But after that, of course, it's bureaucracy and, red tape. And what are we going to do now? So we have to have a meeting. We got to have the meeting with the Secret Service, the FBI, and the Air Force, and the FAA. And I was the union president, so I get to get in there too. And I'm like, we do all work for the federal government, right? We're all under the same umbrella. How come we can't talk to each other? Can't you just pick up the phone? Like, bro, I'm taking Santa for a ride, and it's cool with this guy. That's okay? No. So that's my story about Santa Claus. Let's see. Do we have any questions? Hi, B. Hi, Chugging Convictions and Kim Maple Syrup. I shared your channel, Kimmy. I did on my last live. And I'd be happy to share it again. Just got to calm down. Let me tell you about one of the stories that I'm going to be, well, I plan on covering it. I'll just cover it here. It's a story about this guy. If I can just find. Welcome back. Did you get
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, I got it.
I told the story about how Santa Claus almost got shot down, and this other guy almost got shot down.
Oh, wow.
I'm looking for one of my other stories, and I can't seem to find it. I was going to do like one of my first ones.
Myself another view because I'm definitely going to have to go back and listen to those stories. Because
that's okay. I'm looking
sorry,
for
guys.
one of my other, like I was going to do a story on this guy. Here it is. Am I able to share a page or video or anything on this or no?
You should be able to. Do you have all the options down below?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not really good at this stuff, so.
If I can find anything I want to share, then I will do that. But this is the story.
Hey, Ellen. Oh no, she must have kicked herself off there. I will. Once she comes back in, I'll get her back. Hey, Prissy. Hey, Ellen. Hey, Miss Kimmy. I'm at a loss for words, so I'm just going to How is everyone tonight? Ah, she's back. All right. She's not going to leave me stranded.
Of course, I kicked myself out. Like, I clicked on the wrong thing. It was actually on the link for the StreamYard. And I was like, how do I find this page? Like an idiot. I clicked on that other link on that page.
Oh, gosh.
So it took me off of StreamYard.
Right. So I guess once you pull it up, I'll have to share it, right?
No, I can do it. I just got to pull it up on another page instead of this one that we're actually streaming on.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this was in 2016. I'm not going to share it right now because I'm a little scared too. This guy bought a plane. It was like a kit plane, okay? And he'd been a pilot for a long time. I think he was like 70-ish years old. He was 77 years old. He had a total of 150 hours. He held a full private pilot certificate, and he had a valid medical certificate, which was what you need to fly a plane. Actually, as an air traffic controller, you have to have a valid medical certificate, and you have to get it updated every year, just like the pilots do, where they check your vision and your hearing and glaucoma, all that stuff. So I was in good health, apparently.
Right.
Anyway, this guy buys this plane. He doesn't really know how to fly it because it's not like your regular plane. It's a kit plane. So he hires an instructor to teach him how to fly the plane. So the instructor takes the plane up himself to get familiar with it so he can teach the guy how to fly the plane. And then they get in the plane um, to have the lesson. They lock, get all the seatbelts on, locked in, lock the canopy down and stuff. And it wouldn't start. And they didn't really have to get out because there's guys there that gas your airplane up, and they will actually put a battery charger on or whatever you need to get it to start. But the guy that bought the plane, the pilot, he's like unbuckles and gets out, and then he realizes he didn't have to do that, so he got back in. They got the plane started and take off, and they're up at, let's see, I forget how high they got. That wasn't very high. It's a fixed tail wheel aircraft. They were flying at 2,356 feet, so not very high, and 99 knots, which is like 115 miles an hour. And I guess I don't know if they were trying to do a dive or pull. The canopy on the plane started to, it was opening a little bit, and the instructor tried to pull it down, and it blew open and sucked the pilot out of the plane. Sucked him out. Gone.
Holy moly.
Yeah. I guess they were pulling so many G's that it just sucked the guy right out. When he got back in the plane, he didn't have his seatbelt all the way clicked in. And when that canopy opened, it ejected him.
Wow. That
right?
is.
They didn't find him for 2 days. He landed in a tree somewhere.
Oh, wow. Did he have a parachute? I'm really trying not to laugh, but your expression is
well, what? So the instructor was like, "Holy crap, the guy's gone!" I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh either, because it was, people. He actually landed the plane. I can't imagine how he felt.
No. Right.
But anyway, it turns out, as I was digging farther into the story, he bought the plane from an estate of a guy that died in a plane crash in December before, in another one of his planes. So I'm like, well, maybe there was a curse on all of his airplanes, and this guy just happened to buy one. But
wow.
I mean, the NTSB was like, there really was nobody at fault here. The pilot should have made sure his seatbelt was clicked. The instructor saw him put it on, but didn't hear it click or whatever. So that's the story. That's the kind of ugliness and mayhem that will be on my channel soon.
Wow, I cannot wait. Guys, if you haven't already, will you please put Miss Pindar's link in the chat? We need to get her up to 500 subs, I think, to get the community tab, right?
That's what I'm hoping for, yeah. So I can share things. I can share things like,
yes,
this.
Yes, I'd love that too. I'm almost there. I didn't think I'd ever get to 300, right?
I saw that.
320, so I'm like, woohoo. And to answer your question, Miss B, I did make it to the vigil. I actually went to two of them. I went to the one with Robin, and I got to meet her. She actually put us to work. She was handing us stuff out of the back of her truck, and we actually got to put it over in the shade. Me, Bieber, and Miss Prissy Penny Pincher in the chat.
Oh, cool.
And if it wasn't for Prissy, I would have never made it, because my other ride actually got sick. She got COVID. So.
Oh my gosh. How far away? I'm sorry, I don't mean to.
Oh, no, go ahead.
How far away are you from there?
I live in Bristol, so it's 20 minutes.
Okay.
And 35 minutes to Ben Hill. So,
yeah. I love your hair, your red hair.
It's actually pink. It's just the LEDs are causing it to change weird colors. Yeah. My whole apartment's pink. If you ever walk in here, it's just pink.
I can see the pink on the walls and the lights and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'll have to go back and look, because like I said, I was streaming people from yesterday. I'll have to look for the pink hair. So
I don't know that I'm in any of them, any of the streams, because I'm camera shy, so I avoid them.
Yeah. Camera shy, and yet you have a YouTube channel.
I do. but my microphone covers half my face, so there's that, you know. Um, but yeah, I've got some pictures. I don't know how to share anything, so actually met a lot of creators, and it was just a lovely, lovely, lovely time. I met Chasing Truth,
Oh, cool.
and I was so fangirling over Chasing Truth. It wasn't funny. Like
Is
I've
she
got
like short or tall, or what's she like?
no, she's about my height, which is 5'3.5", right?
Oh, okay, so she's
She's about average
not
height.
tall. Okay.
No, and she's tiny. She's itty bitty.
Mm. Mm.
And Cam, I met Cam and Allie, and Cam's tall. He's like 6 foot something.
Wow.
And Allie, she's as beautiful on in real life as she is on the YouTubes. And I met Gavel Geeks and
Yes, my
Tom,
Jenny, my Jenny,
huh?
Adrian. I
Yeah.
love those girls. They
And I
would
was
keep
so
me up until like 2 o'clock in the morning, and my husband's like, "Are you coming to bed?" I'm they're alive, and I'm a mod. I have to be here.
right. And I was hoping to meet Izzy Pop because Duchess was there, and I met Duchess, but if she was there, I don't know who she is. So, and
Okay,
I'm pretty sure
Izzy
she
did
wanted
come
it
to
to be played
Robbins.
that way.
Yep, Izzy was there, and Honest Rage was there. A Cup of Crime with Dippy was there, and her name was Amber was there, and of course Duchess. I think that's all of our group. Oh, that's
I
Toaster
met
Oven.
Ginger Snaps
I
and
heard some
Ginger
nice things about
Snaps.
Toaster Oven.
Yes, and I met Toaster Oven, and she's the loveliest little lady, older lady.
Now you
Because we're
call
all
me
getting
old,
older,
'cause
right?
I
We're
am
all
old.
getting
So,
older. But she is the sweetest person ever. And I
oh,
also met Daisy from the farm channel, the Crazy Critters on
the
the Farm
Daisy
channel.
lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did now somebody said, okay, her little drama, that she had a fight with her sister over some balloons or something at
Oh,
Robbins.
I don't know.
Okay.
I have no clue. And I met Bieber. Can't forget Bieber, right? I rode around with Bieber. She's so funny.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's a hoot and a half.
I kind
Toaster
of
Oven.
wanted to be
Hey,
there.
boo.
I kind of wanted to be there, but part of me was glad that I could be home, and I was like jumping around to different streams and sharing them on my live stream. They'll probably all strike my channel for it. No, they said it was cool, but I was happy to be home in the air conditioning too because it looked
Oh
so.
yeah, it was miserable hot,
It looked
but
terrible.
that's it's the weather I'm used to, right? So
Yeah, you live there, so
yeah, I wasn't. I mean, I was in long sleeves and just whatever a t-shirt and well, I had an undershirt on over a t-shirt, but it's what I wear because I can't get out in the sun. If I get out in the sun, I burn.
yeah,
So and like I said, I did meet Ginger Snap. I actually got to give Ginger Snap a great big hug. She has got such good energy.
yeah,
Yeah, she
yeah.
really does. She's the sweetest person. Um, oh, Bieber's there. Bieber's in the chat. Hey, Bieber.
Hey, yeah. That's one reason I wanted to go was just to meet everybody.
Yeah, I didn't make it to Betty's, but that's okay. I have to get up for work at like 4 in the morning. So
And I don't have hate in my heart for anybody. But
no,
I just would have rather, if you had to pick 2 out of 3, those would be the 2 out of 3 I would go to.
yes,
That's what
yes.
I'm gonna say about it.
And I'm actually glad that I met Ginger Snap because I'm better for it. She's got such a nice energy that it spreads. You know what I mean? It
Yes.
it spreads, and I just want to show people the love that she has because I know she's got love in her heart. She came up here, dropped off stuff, made sure it was secure, and then she had to go. And I'm like, oh my gosh, who does that?
Yeah.
Ginger Snap.
And
She's such a
there's
lovely
so
person.
many wonderful people in this genre. I mean, there's some really bad people too, like bad energy, bad, and they want to hurt you. But there's so many wonderful people too, and it kind of makes it worthwhile.
Right.
But I think for me, once Summer Wells is found, I don't know that I'm going to stay at all. I don't know. It just got so
Kim,
ugly.
I just checked my email and there's nothing. Oh, well, it just came through. Sorry. Give me just a second. Sorry, guys.
That's my bird, Suki. He's an African gray parrot. He likes to talk, especially when I'm doing something on video.
Okay. Um, Guys, I'm sorry about Kimmy. Sometimes you just have to overlook what she puts in the chat and just do your thing.
Yeah.
I promised her wrench would never be removed. She needs a safe space. And with the topics that I deal with, um,
That's nice of
I
you.
don't think she's going to be here in my, I just wanted to give her the wrench because she's had wrenches taken away
A
and
lot of
it
them.
hurts her. I
Mhm.
mean, physically, she gets sick over this stuff, and I'm sorry if she made anybody feel uncomfortable. Checking, I love you. There's a reason she has a wrench. I promise you guys, and I promised her I would never remove it. So,
Good for you.
if you have to independently on your own, I
Yeah,
know, I know, Kim, but you can on your own. You can block it to where you don't see it. That's all I'm
yes.
saying.
You can block a person individually, like just that one person, and you don't have to be a mod. If you as a person find them disagreeable, you can block them,
Yes.
and they will never show up on any of your feeds. So you can just have that quiet for the rest of your life. You don't have to see them.
Right. And um I don't know. I just like I said, I promised Kimmy in an email that her wrench would never be removed and I have to stick by it. I'm sorry that she made people feel uncomfortable.
So Suki, what you do is on the right side of somebody's name, you'll see there'll be like two dots that come up. One says, if you click way on the right hand side, one says report and one says block. And they will end up in your block list and you will never see them in a live stream ever again. I mean, you can go back into your settings and change that in the future. But if you just don't want to ever see them, then that's what you do.
Right,
Easy
right.
peasy. It's like
I
magic.
absolutely I don't like I adore Kimmy and I know she's not for everybody and I get that. And to be honest, if that causes me to lose subscribers, then it causes me to lose subscribers. I promised her, and I can't break a promise. I've never broke a promise ever, and that's one thing.
And here's the thing: I don't want to like just dwell on Kimmy because I love her too. She
Yes,
has these highs and these lows, but the real Kimmy is in between there. You just have to like get past the highs and the lows, and the middle part is what you love. And she's very smart. She's been through a lot. She knows a lot of stuff, and she can be a very good friend. So that's the Kimmy I love. And all
right,
this stuff here and that there, I just don't pay attention to it because it's not her. you know.
right, right. I did see where she was spamming the chat, and I just wanted to
Oh,
clarify that,
okay.
guys. She gets like that, and she gets in a mood, and you know,
Just be
it is what it
advised.
is.
You might not know this. Yesterday, when I was streaming other people's streams, there was a clone of Kimmy going in there to all of those other streams, acting, crazy, and saying stuff that kind of like what Kimmy would say, and she was pissing off. It wasn't she; it was a clone. And so I went in there because I happen to be mods in all those channels, and I would check and see if that was her, and it wasn't. So I blocked them. But just be aware if there's any mods in here, check and see. Go to her site and make sure if that's her or not, because It might not be.
Bieber, I need you to comment again, please. If you want. I give you a blue dress. That's all I need you to comment so I see that it went through. Yeah, again, I'm sorry. Checking understands, and she texted me. So
Yeah, the thing is, I'm sorry. I keep interrupting you. Just tell
no,
me you
no,
gotta mute me.
no.
Mute
Have
my
at it. Have at it. I absolutely.
Yeah,
And I
you
know
just
that, Kim. I know that. And you know, she checking understands, and I'll
good.
talk to her after that. Hey, Bieber, you got a wrench. So
Yay.
yay. But I just anyway, got any more stories or anything
Um,
else
no,
that you
not
would like to
really.
share with this audience other than go subscribe to Miss Pindar? She has been gracious enough. You know, I hollered at her in White Rabbit's chat, right?
Yep.
Email me. So she
Come here.
emailed
I need to
me.
abuse you. Sorry, that's my husband. Come here. Come here. You with the hair. I said, come here. I need to abuse you. And there's my dog too. It's like mayhem in this. It's like a freaking zoo. What? Come here. What? I want you to say hi. Hi. You come this way.
Hugh Janus, if you look right above Miss
Got his
Christy
guitar.
Pennington, dropped her
He has
link.
a gig this weekend.
All right.
And he's gonna be how much in 2 days? 2 days, right? Is your birthday?
71.
No, you were born in 50.
51.
Oh, you were born in 51?
71.
He'll be 71 in 2 days. And he still
Well, happy
rocks.
birthday, Mr. Pindar.
He still plays the bass guitar in a rock and roll band.
Thank you.
That's my boy. That's
Well,
my
that's
boy.
cool.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Did you get him to play the guitar for you when he's not playing anywhere else?
He'll play anything I want him to.
Oh, that's lovely. My dad used to play for us
Or
when we
else.
were little. We would beg him.
It's hard to just stand and play the bass guitar only. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's the bass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She plays regular guitar.
Not well. Not very good. No.
Well, used to.
Used to when I practiced, which I don't ever, because
What?
thanks, YouTube.
What's her name?
Dazed.
Days. Wait, that's not.
You
her
can't
name.
dox her. That's wrong.
My name's April. I dox myself.
Hi, April.
Okay.
I'm Rick.
I don't have anything
He
that they can.
doxes himself. What the
Exactly.
hell?
Yeah, I'm Rick.
Didn't I teach you nothing?
Carol knows my name.
Hey, Miss Pindar, Kimmy's asking if you will show us your bird.
Oh,
Can you
right.
get it out?
I want to see Beebs. Yeah, I'll go get him out.
Okay,
This is my
cool.
dog, Willow.
When the bird comes out, I have to leave.
Yeah, the bird bites him, so I'll go get him. Come here, Beebs. Come on, buddy. Come on, Stinky. Look at Will. Woo. Come on. Step up. Good boy. Good boy. All right. I'll go for a ride. I'll go for a ride. Go see people. Want to go see people? How's my bird? There's my bird.
Oh, how beautiful. And it talks too, doesn't it?
Yeah. And he whistles and he sounds like a beer can. And he can make any sound, basically. Right. You want to say hi? Look, that's April. Isn't she pretty? She's so pretty. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yeah.
He is gorgeous.
You come here. Okay. You come here. Anyway, I am working on a documentary. It's a small documentary because there's been several done on the subject. But my uncle was the captain of the USS Liberty, I don't know if anybody has
Oh,
heard of
wow.
that ship. It is the
Navy,
most decorated ship, yes,
yeah.
for a single incident in the history of the Navy. And yet, many people don't even know about it. And that's because, in my opinion, it's been hushed and covered up. It was June 8th, 1967, 55 years ago, like a week ago. It was attacked by Israel. And I'm going to do a
Oh,
little documentary on it so people know. Right back.
that's cool. Both my brothers are Navy men.
Really?
One retired and one going to officer school. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, my uncle
I'm the only
was.
one that didn't go in the military. So,
Oh, really?
yeah,
It's a pretty good career, actually.
it is. It
My
is.
uncle
But I
received
don't
the
think I
Medal
would
of
have
Honor.
lasted. I'm not one that can take orders very well. You tell me not to do something, I'm going to do it. So,
Exactly. I'm gonna do the opposite.
yeah. Yep, that's me. That's me.
My uncle received the Medal of Honor, but he didn't receive it at the White House. He received it in the Navy shipyard by the Secretary of the Navy, not even the president or the vice president. It was very hush hush. Very hush.
Wow.
Mhm.
No doubt. No doubt.
They didn't want anybody to know that Israel had attacked one of their ships because they were our allies. We couldn't make them look bad.
Right.
So
Right.
anyway, oh,
Yeah. Um, well, I am, I don't know. I really don't have much to say. Do you have anything else you want to share with us or anything?
not really. I mean, if I think of something, I'll let you know.
Right. I mean,
I mean, I do have a lot of stories from when I was an air traffic controller, but I mean, it gets old. You know, you listen to the same kind of things over and over.
right. Well, it's absolutely an honor to meet you, and I'm so glad that you were gracious enough to come on my small channel
Oh,
and share your, what you're planning to do in the future for your channel.
thank you.
And hopefully, once I get to 500, I'm definitely sharing the channels that I like
Me
always.
too. That's what I
Um,
want. I want to be able to, put it out there. Look at this. Look at that one. You know what I mean? I have a
Absolutely.
friend right now that he's not related to this at all. He's like one of those patriots I met, and I would love to share his videos he does, but I can't unless if I actually stream them myself. And I've asked him if can I do that, and he's like, yeah, I won't strike you. But it's like it's wrong. Why can't we just do that? It's stupid.
Right. It's another silly YouTube rule, right?
Yes. I was so happy that you asked me to come up here today. It was very nice of you. And I love seeing you on the YouTube streets or sewers, as I like to call them. The YouTube.
Right.
You want to say hello?
Kim Maple's asking, where are you from?
I am from Wisconsin, and I lived in New Mexico for like 4 years, and then Texas for like 17 years, and then we moved to Cleveland, and then we lived in an RV, and then we're back in Ohio.
Oh, wow.
I would be back in that RV today if I could.
Right. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to call this one a night, or call it a night for this one. Guys, I usually try to do roll call at the end of my lives. So I'm going to scroll back up. Kimmy, thank you for being here. Checking, thank you for being here. Lucia, thank you for being here. As usual, Ellen Smith, thank you for being here. Mama B, thank you for being here. Kim Maple Syrup, True Crime and Other Stuff, Die Designs, Prissy Penny Pincher, The Illustrious White Rabbit, thank you for being here. My sister in crime most days.
Mhm.
Let's see here. There was Leave It to Bieber. Thank you, and thank you for making me laugh on Wednesday. You were a ball of energy, and I loved it. Um, let's see here. Huge Anus, thank you for being here. The one and only Sookie, thank you for being here. I think that Claudia Dressel, thank you for being here. I hope that I spelled your name right. Ginger Snap, thank you for being here. I love your energy and I love you as a person. Thank you for being gracious enough to give this sweaty big girl a hug. Sorry about that. Checking, I love you. You know this, sister. And I'm so sorry. I wasn't paying attention to chat. I'm so sorry. You guys, as always, I always tell you guys, right? I always tell you guys, call a loved one you haven't talked to in a while. Let them know that you still think about them and that you care. Smile at a stranger. You know it's going to be a win-win both ways. They're either going to think you're crazy or they're going to smile back, right? So it's a win-win. All right, guys. I love you and I'm out. Miss Pindar, you have anything you want to say?
Thank you so much for having me. I was going to ask you, how did you put White Rabbit's link in your banner on your page?
Oh, well,
On your
I
YouTube?
can walk you through that if you want me to end the broadcast and we'll just do a little end thing.
Sure, that'd
Okay.
be great. Thank you.
All right, guys. I love you. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, all right? I'm out.
Bye.